Today we are going to discuss the Stanley coat of arms. But before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy research service at our website. Please visit us at coadb.com. First blazon is Argent on a bend azure, 3 stags heads cabossed or. This belonged to Sir Thomas Stanley, born 1405, first Baron Stanley, Knight of the Garter. He was of Lathom and Knowsley in County Lancashire, England, a Privy Councillor, Comptroller of the Royal Household, Lieutenant Governor of Ireland, the son of Sir John, the grandson of Sir John, and the great-grandson of Sir William Stanley of Stourton. And this was also borne by one Sir Humphrey Stanley of Clifton and Pipe in Staffordshire, who lived in the 15th century. He was knighted after the Battle of Bosworth. On the left, we see the effigy of Sir Thomas Stanley, first Baron, and on the right, we see Sir Humphrey, along with his wife. Now, his son, Thomas Stanley, born 1435, became the first Earl of Derby and a Knight of the Garter, and we see him here. And this is his wife, Charlotte, who was well known for her valiant defense of Lathom House during the English Civil War when it was under siege. And here is their child. Next we have Baron Stanley of Alderley in the county of Cheshire, a title in the peerage of the United Kingdom, created in 1839 for politician and landowner Sir John Stanley, the 7th Baronet of Alderley Hall. And here we see old Alderley Hall. This one with a crest. This belonged to the Stanley Baronetcy of Hooton in the county of Cheshire, created in the Baronetage of England in 1661 for Sir William Stanley, the great-grandson of Sir William Stanley of Hooton and Stourton. Another for the Stanleys of Cross Hall. Sir James Stanley, born 1487 of Cross Hall, had son Sir James Stanley, who was Marshal of Ireland and Captain of the Isle of Man. Later there was Colonel Thomas Stanley, born 1749 of Cross Hall, a Member of Parliament, the son of Reverend Thomas Stanley of Cross Hall, the Rector of Winwick. The family descended from Peter Stanley, the second son of Sir Thomas Stanley, Baronet of Bickerstaffe. And here we see Cross Hall. Another for the Stanleys of Broughton from Lancashire. Ferdinand Stanley, born 1620 of Broughton, was son of Henry Stanley of the same location, grandson of Henry Stanley, Earl of Derby. He had 4 daughters, Elizabeth, Mary Alice, and Joanna. Also, Stanley of Eccleston in the same county. Richard Stanley, born 1661, was son of Thomas, grandson of Richard, and the great-grandson of Thomas Stanley, all of Eccleston in Lancashire, England. The arms of Sir Thomas Stanley, born 1626 of Grange Gorman, buried at St. Michan's in Dublin, Ireland, an English politician and member of the Parliament of Ireland. The arms of his son, Sir John Stanley, born 1663, Secretary of the Earls of Dorset and Sunderland, created the first Baronet of Grange Gorman in the county of Dublin in 1699. Another for the Stanleys of Moor Hall in Lancashire and Lee House, County Sussex. Edward Stanley of Moor Hall, born 1656, son of Peter Stanley of Moor Hall and the grandson of Edward Stanley of Moor Hall. Now, Burke gives this coat of arms, but the actual visitation of Lancashire gives a different coat of arms. Here we see the Moor Hall. Stanley of Wilmington in County Kent, England, descended from William Stanley of Wilmington, son of Thomas Stanley and grandson of John Stanley of Wilmington. This is for an arms confirmed in 1851 to Captain Edward Stanley, son of John Bacon Stanley, Esquire of Dublin, who was the grandson of Edward Stanley of Low Park. The family descended from Edward Stanley, Esquire, who died in 1763 of Athlone. The arms of Bishop of Ely, James Stanley, born 1465, the son of Thomas Stanley, the first Earl of Derby. He was reputed to be a very tall man, 6 feet 7 inches for the time. And he was not considered either a natural scholar or celibate, and he was credited with a great interest in cockfighting. The arms of Sir William Stanley, born 1548, knighted in 1580, the son of Roland Stanley, who was Sheriff and Justice of the Peace in Cheshire. Another born by Sir John Stanley of Norfolk. They descended from Sir John Stanley, knight, illegitimate son of James Stanley, Bishop of Ely, who married Margaret Hanford, and had a son named John Stanley of Handforth. Another granted in 1576 to Sir Henry Stanley of Sutton Bonington in Nottinghamshire, England, and to his wife, Anne Stanley, the daughter of Richard Bradshaw. Another from Cursitor's Alley, Henry Stanley, alive in 1663 of Cursitor's Alley in Middlesex, was a medical doctor, the third son of Henry Stanley of Chichester, Sussex, who was the second son of William Stanley of Alton, Southampton. Family descended from the Stanleys of Wellingborough in County Northamptonshire. Thomas Stanley, Esquire of Lea House in County Sussex, second son of John Stanley, very similar to the arms of the Stanleys of Dalgarth in Cumberland and Westmoreland, who descended from Thomas Stanley of Dalgarth, son of Nicholas Stanley of Owthwaite, who was alive in 1437. Stanley of Barnstaple in Devonshire, wasn't able to identify the grantee. Same situation here. Stanley of Strickland in County Lancashire, wasn't able to find a location of Strickland. Could be possibly maybe a family that they married into. One from Horningsham in County Wiltshire. If you know anything about this one, please let us know in the comments. And lastly, quarterly ore and sable a cross flory counterchanged. If you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, link in the description. Thank you very much.